Yeah, it just improved by PB on this waiting map. It was a 0.89 before. Now it's an 86. Yeah, well, 10 players. The thing is following, this cup here, this knockout, is always every third Saturday in Trackmania² with a morning and the evening knockout. Usually, I exactly have to work always on this third weekend of the month. Today, however, it's not the case. Finally, I can play. Whenever I looked at the results of the knockout from the morning, I saw, wow, it was kind of free. Yeah, there were barely players, and it was always Simon Luck winning, because Simon Luck is playing every single cup of these. He knows the maps now already very good, and he has no opponents in the whole morning cup. He never had opponents, and it was always free. And when I was working, I could only participate in the evening knockouts. But in the evening knockouts, there are more players and there are good players, like Voyager or Ender, also people like that. Yeah, so it's much more difficult to be successful in the evening. And these free wins I could never really take because I was working. But there were a few months where I was not working on the third weekend. And always when that was the case, I actually forgot it. I hate myself for that I forgot about this knockout happening. And that I overslept it, or also just didn't think about. And was then also only participating in the evening, or I was not even participating there because, naja, other competitions are also happening on Saturday evening. Today is also Formula 1 qualifying at some point. No, I had to release. Last time was shit. And now this time, oh, Sven is also here, but this time I really remembered it. Yeah. Problem right now is that it collides with the morning cup of the day. So it depends a bit on what kind of track there is. But even though I would have liked to drive that map, that Cup of the Day map in Cup of the Day rerun, I really wanted to drive this morning cup for once, yeah, because I don't know how long it takes until I can do it again. And yeah, I'm okay. Next month it should also work. Next month I have also the third weekend free, if I remember that correct, if nothing changes. But yeah, I still wanted to do it. Yeah, and now I have to see that Voyager actually also, for the first time, in the same month for the first time, plays the morning cup as well. Like he was not here in other months. At least from the results, I would think that he wasn't there. And I went here a little bit because Simon Luck was the only opponent and it could have been a bit free, and wanted to take that once. But now, no. There's Voyager. Obviously Voyager also here. And now it's basically as difficult as if I would drive an evening cup. So we will see how this is going. I mean, it's going quick for sure, because it's only 10 players. Wait, it shows 11. Huh? Okay, it shows 11 players for some reason. Damn, is that wrong? Then it's actually KO. Yeah, then it's that was what I wanted to write first, and then I thought different. So exclamation mark KO is the command. So long ago that I drove them. Then the last video that I uploaded from previous month or so, from the Evening Cup, I had a comment where someone said very interesting maps, and yeah, here are definitely some interesting maps from good map builders from the other games as well. Like, no, this knockout happens otherwise in TM2. And you have some of these MX map builders, yeah? They don't build for tournaments or so. They just build a lot of tracks, upload them on MX sites, and they are all quite decent. And also have interesting ideas, and we have quite a lot of those tracks here as well. I mean, this knockout here already existed in this game early on. When the game basically came out, the knockout was also quickly there. And for a bit of time it was also a big competition when Ryulu was also participating in it. Now it's sad to see there are less players here than in TM2 knockouts, and TM2 is definitely much more inactive, but well, it's weird, but it is how it is. Anyway, the maps are also pretty interesting, that's for sure. There are some very good sausage tech maps, for example. Even though I don't like them too much, of course. And the interesting thing of this knockout is that you have so many different maps that you drive. Maybe the bad thing versus other competitions, you always have a warm-up as well. So a lot of time that we drive is not full life, it's then just knockout or something, warm-up or something. And of course, if you are new to participate in here, you learn every track for the first time, while I mean, this competition is only once a month and people cannot train those maps outside of the competition. But if you participate here every month in 2 knockouts and you always come far, then you play of course a lot of tracks and then you know them all by heart. That is then of course the big difference. But I mean, you have to just participate in a few times yourself and then you also learn them more and more. But also without knowing the tracks, it's possible to be successful. There were some players coming and then also doing good, because you have your 1 round warm-up anyway, where you can learn the tracks, and most of these tracks are easy to see where to go. Like, it's not, I don't remember now a track where you would not find a way and where you're completely confused by everything. Not sure if I have driven this map. This might be for me, for example, the first time. Ah wait, no, I have a personal best. That's what we have the plugin for, right? Yeah, in the top you can see how many players are still in. 9 players, 1 knockout per round. If there were more players overall, there would be 2 knockouts per round at some point as well. But I can't remember this track, I can say. Warm-up over. You see the time of the warm-up behind my metal window widget. That's a bit annoying. I also for a long time didn't know where it is. Time was a bit hidden. You can look at the next warm-up then you see it. I don't know if you have to drift there or if it's no slide, I don't know. Actually close, even Harkster is not far away. Biberius is out. Ah yeah, the good thing is if you get knocked out, you can stay on the server and not just spectate, you can also play the warm-ups. The plugin is made in a way that it will let you drive warm-ups and then puts you into spec automatically in the live rounds in case you are already knocked out. So you can learn the tracks and basically you can drive them all in the warm-up. You're just not eligible to drive the live rounds as well. Yeah, this is here a map where here I had a final, maybe even against Simon Luck. Was probably the last final that I won was on this track. Okay, in this last cup that I uploaded, that was of course a special cup where we played RPG platform maps. So the comment was of course also meant for that they were interesting maps, but I think they were generally also for the normal map pool. I also saw this comment already. But yeah, RPG platform maps are of course also always interesting. Yeah, this here is a Crest map. I mean, when I got into the final and then saw that this map here comes up, I was not happy. Because I expected to lose then. I'm not so strong on this track, the lines are a bit unclear. This mix of grass, penalty and snow. It's a very, very weird mix. a PB, but the author time is 1.3 seconds faster. I'm not sure if you can do some stuff on that snow with ice sliding over it. Probably it's better if you ice slide over the first snow part instead of driving straight over it, because snow is really a strong penalty. Like, it drops down your speed immediately. But if you ice slide, you can always like try to prevent it. On the other hand, I'm not sure what to aim for if I wanna do a proper ice slide there. Not that I missed a checkpoint. You don't have much control on snow if you have the wrong line. And yeah, right now I don't need to take the risk. Yeah, Econ, this is one big map pool. Like, the map pool still gets a bit bigger, I guess. There are still some newer tracks coming into, but all the old maps never vanish. This is how it always worked. Like in the United Knockout, in Trackmania United Forever, we also, when we played, like, there are multiple map pools, like already 10 different map pools. But if we play the map pool 1, which is the oldest one, or which doesn't get new tracks since a long time, there we play maps that were sent into the knockout from 2011 or something, so it's quite crazy. Also, I don't remember this track, but I have a time, so I must have driven it at some point. Ah yeah, here. Oh my god, you can't see anything. Also can't remember that finish. So you see the timer bottom right, 2, 1, 0, and now over. Hope I remember everything. We have seven players still in. This is probably one of those tracks where CEST, for example, drove this probably much more often than me. So I think I played this maximum once, and then where it didn't matter, so I can't remember this track at all. But others probably drove it more often. Gonna go save him. But I have also some maps that I played multiple times already. Pangolin is out. How can you join the KO? You have to join the server before it starts. So that started at like 23 minutes ago. We will play a second knockout though, after this one is finished, so just join the server there. There's no password. The thing is that in the second KO, it's the results do not matter that much, like they don't get posted in Discord and so on. Only the first knockout is really an official one. The second knockout is more a fun one, a fun knockout. But you can join that, of course. We play a bit different format sometimes in the second knockout, because it's the fun one. Like, for example, there's a voting on an MX Discord. It could be hardcore rounds, which means we don't have any warm-up and we can't respawn. So that goes relatively quick. Then there is something like TimeAttack Knockout. Instead of driving rounds and last player gets eliminated, you drive TimeAttack and last player gets eliminated. And there was Roulette Knockout is the third option, which means random MX tracks, but then with warm-up and a live round. But random MX tracks could be anything. Is there not necessarily knockout, like good usable for knockout? Like you don't know if there are nice respawn checkpoints. You just deal with it basically. And it could be any map type. Yeah, the vote is still going on until right before it would start. So I don't know what will win. There are not many players that vote for it. We are not many players in this cup, so... Oh, nice, Sven. Pico is knocked out. But also, this was a map that I don't know that well. So it's 2 in a row. I have driven it at some point already, it seems like. But I can't remember. Oh yeah, sorry, Charpin. So what do we drive now? It's also a map. I have no personal best. The plugin doesn't show a personal best. Ay. Yeah. Lots of new tracks for me in the moment where we get into the deciding rounds. I'm gonna respawn this. Oh yeah. Yeah, what is that penalty there? It sticks completely out into the ideal line. That's gonna be tough. The map is relatively simple, so this first transition here is important to get right. The number doesn't get red when I'm last. Sven is out. I was in danger because of these transitions in the start. In the first transition, didn't have my car angled enough when I landed, so I released shortly. And then came the transition to the left, and I don't know what happened, but I had some bumps, so probably I had some little bit of air time on the blocks right before you would jump into the checkpoint, and then didn't have the line that I wanted to have. I needed to release massively, and was immediately last, of course. And this is another track I don't know. Come. Yeah, okay, I have the time, but reactor boost stuff, yay. I drove it, I think, once. No. Hope I learned this quick. Yeah, okay, I remember this. To the left, okay. Outside you wanna be. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I know this map. Voyager already drove a final on this one. The ending here is super decisive and weird. I have 20 seconds for one more try. Hope I come to the part where I said outside you wanna be, because I don't remember how it looked like. It was after the start. You wanna go to the left? Ah yeah, this transition I was just meaning. Okay, na dann. Oh, I had so long camera 3 there. Yeah, I was on last. Oh, it's close actually. Simon Luck is out. The always winner of the morning cup. Also thought probably today, oh my god, so many good opponents suddenly here. Out of nowhere. He's out now. It was 2/10 for me. I was last, but I knew I had very good speed and also decent bobsleigh. But it was only 2/10 still. Even though I overtook them and got second, I thought it would be bigger gap now. That's my overspeed now. Just 2/10. Okay. I think 30 was already a bit lucky in one round earlier on that he survived. This map here I played lately, I think. Gonna ask for no cut, because there is a jump here. Voyager won a knockout final once because he used that. Usually cuts are forbidden, and I think it was forbidden afterwards on this track here. You would jump here to the left, super easy. Ja, toll, that they don't answer. I don't go for it. Could be that Voyager went for cut. Oh yeah, made it into the final, into the El Classico. Marius versus Voyager. It has a name, it's the El Classico. Yeah, Xerxes, you did good. You did good. A map that I don't know, really? It is a map that I don't know that we have to play now. I hope that he also doesn't know, otherwise it's difficult. Like, it's already difficult if I would know the map. You don't want to side ramp that, I guess. Like, I had also 2 months ago or so in the evening, I had a final versus Voyager here. And then we played one of my worst maps of the map hack. It was a bit unfortunate. And over the years we have of course a battle, like we played probably close to 60 or 70 finals against each other. So let's quickly look. Okay. What is that gear? Oh shit, that gear. I had it as well. GG. Maybe it was still the gear that lost me the thing. How would you build a turn like this? Yeah, you definitely get a gear problem in the very first drift. Yeah, otherwise in the dirt, I couldn't really decide. In the warm-up, I thought, okay, go full YOLO through the left and then no slide over the penalty on the right. And now I had a different line through the CP, almost crashed there, but was actually very good because I came from further right. So I could stay on the dirt, didn't need to go over penalty, but I decided then still for the nose slide. Not really sure if that was a good decision. Maybe I should have just driven with a drift around the right corner. Yeah. In the end it was just 2/10, so it was almost nothing.